MLVC.
Excuse me, but I'm singing in one key and you're singing in another.
Poor is the man whose pleasures depend on the permission of another.
Open the door now and suffocate. Just give me a fan.
I don't trust any man who hasn't kissed another man.
I'm waiting.
All right, people, it's time to get your dancing shoes on. You're listening to MLVC. It's all Madonna, all the time.
Welcome to the party, bitches.
Hey, everybody, you're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica, Ciccone. My name is Stefan. Today on the show, we've got Paul, who attended the second show tonight in Barcelona, Spain. Welcome, Paul.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Paul, you look like you're in a very festive background. Where are you right now?
I'm in the lobby of the Axel 2 hotel.
Are you all by yourself? I think I saw somebody moving around in the background there.
Yeah, there's the receptionist. What would you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure everybody else is probably asleep.
Yeah, everyone else is asleep. It's like 1:30 here, so and it's freezing cold outside.
Oh, but you're wearing a tank top.
I know, you know me.
Actually, this is pretty dressed for you. You on your Instagram, you are not this clothed.
Exactly. This is like a high neck for me.
Yeah, it is freezing here in Philadelphia as well. That's why I'm wearing my Madame X hoodie. This is literally the warmest hoodie I've ever owned, and I can only wear it when it gets super cold. And now it's super cold, so it's Madame X hoodie time.
Yay.
How was she? So I gotta say real quick, I love that she's coming on later and later.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the DJ who was on first finished exactly at 8:30. So we were like, oh my God, she's going to be on time. But no, she was not. So there was like a gap of just nothing for an hour and a half. So we had 90 minutes with just like Mexican waves. People we were standing next to suddenly started to talk to us after like an hour. And then we were looking at the camera and the sound people, and they looked like they were falling asleep or they were on their phones. So I was like, she's not coming out anytime soon because they don't look poised and ready for action. Right. Look at that. So yeah. Then all of a sudden the lights went out and everyone started screaming.
What time? I think it was after 10, right?
10 o'clock on the dot. Yeah. She came out at 10 and she didn't cut the show short. It was super long, but it was amazing.
Let me ask. So you hadn't seen the show. This is the first time you've seen the show, right?
I've been relatively spoiler-free.
Nice.
Obviously, on the first date in London, I just wanted to just have a peek to see that she was doing her thing and everyone was enjoying it and that she looked good and she sounded good. So I watched 2 songs in the very, very beginning, but then after that, I avoided every spoiler that I came across, which is quite hard. I was like, oh, I can't look. And so I didn't know the set list. I didn't know what costumes went with what song. So yeah, relatively spoiler free.
Nice. So what were your thoughts? What'd you think of Celebration?
It was a journey and it was an amazing journey. And it wasn't like a concert. It was more like what would you say? It was like someone's autobiography, but like a musical version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just amazing. When I was watching it, I just thought we're watching something really special here. This isn't the run of the mill. And she really was dipping it and doing it. At first, I thought maybe she's gonna, step touch here and flick her hair here. But no, and maybe the dancers will dance around her to make it look like she's doing something. But no, she was really, really going for it. And
yeah, how is she moving now? Because I think maybe when she first started in London, she was a little trepidatious, but I've seen some updated clips and she's really moving.
Yeah, especially when she was up on this moving thing.
Yeah, that square that moves around.
Yeah, she went in that a few times. And she was really going for it out there. She wasn't just balancing. She was really like shaking her hair and she wasn't doing her deep knee bends that we're all...
No,
Not doing those anymore.
Not on this tour. No.
Exactly. But yeah, she wasn't holding back. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Oh, I can hear people in the background. Is that the after party pouring into the lobby now? Everyone's coming back from the show.
Somehow we managed to get a taxi and get back. But we literally hijacked somebody else's who didn't show up for it.
Just push them out of the way.
Yeah. So these people may be,
it's the rowdy Barcelona after crowd, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
If we start seeing Madonna T-shirts wandering by, we'll know why.
Breakfast this morning. I've seen some in the streets. So yeah, there was definitely a buzz in Barcelona, and everyone we mentioned, like when we went shopping, we mentioned it to the the shop assistant that we were here for Madonna, and they all said, "Oh wow, we've heard great things," or like our friends have gone, but they're still sleeping, but we want to know if it was good or not. So yeah,
how was the crowd? The crowd looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was completely full. Definitely sold out. A mature crowd. Everyone was in their like mid-40s and above, I'd say. Yeah, which is what you would expect these days.
Sure. Well, for that late at night, you're not getting kids.
And that as well. And yeah, everyone was in good spirits. No one was booing because she was late. They were just cheering at various intervals. I don't know why. I don't want to spark the cheering, but yeah. Everyone was in good spirits the whole time.
Nice. And so what were some of your favorite parts? Did you have a favorite song? Did you have a favorite number?
I loved Open Your Heart, even though we were like right in the center at the end of the catwalk.
Were you on the floor?
Yeah. We were in Pista A, which is probably Zone A, right at the front of the catwalk. And the first half of the show was always on the far left.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're at the wrong bit, and she's always either on the left or on the far right. But then by the middle of the show, she came to us. But I think the first time she came towards us was when she sung "Hung Up," and then songs like "Don't Tell Me." What else was in front of us? When she sung "I Will Survive," all like directly in front of us. So I'll be posting those videos shortly.
What time did you get to the venue?
We got there at 5:30 and stood
so
out.
You were there relatively, not too early, because I think I saw pictures of a huge line very early in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a huge line when we got there, but it got way longer. And it rained, it was really cold. And it looked like the other queue, which was for people who were further near the back of the venue, they were going in first and before us. And so we were getting a bit agitated, but eventually they let our side in. And yeah, it was good.
So you were standing pretty much the entire evening?
Yes, exactly. From 5:30 until way past midnight.
Well, that's, hey, good exercise, right? Singing and dancing. And
well, I need a bit of a massage tomorrow.
Yeah. I know. I said that to my friend because we have pit tickets when we go see her in DC, and I'm like, make sure we bring some ibuprofen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
we are not spring chickens. We're going to need that. I'm like, my lower back is not going to be happy with me.
Exactly. And when you're thinking about, I'm hungry, shall I go and get something? Shall I risk like either losing your place in the queue or the show starting when you're inside? It's just like, no, we're not going to do that.
No. I'm bringing snacks. I'm going to pack some like granola bars or something.
That's why before this live, I said to you, give me 5 minutes to eat something, because it's been hours.
Well, I thought about it. I'm like, please tell me he's not ordering room service.
No, it's even too late for that. Room service is finished.
I was going to say, I'm like, it's Barcelona. Everything's probably closed, right? They don't have the kitchen open right now.
Exactly.
Did you buy any merch?
No, I did have a look at it. I really wanted to get a tour program. And I said to them, do you have a book? And they said, no. The T-shirts, not really my thing. I wouldn't really wear them.
Okay.
And the imagery on there, I'm not too impressed that it's just old. I know it's a retrospective of her career, but there wasn't anything new.
Mm-hmm. I love the nod to the old imagery as well. And I love how they sort of reinvented it. And I think it's great. And I'll probably get one of those T-shirts, probably the erotica one. It's the one with Dita. Oh, yeah. I love the black T-shirt with Dita on it. I love that one the most. But I do wish that they had like a brand new Madonna photo, like just one of a current Madonna. I don't know what. I mean, I've said it before. You know, Ricardo, her social guy, has been taking pictures of her for the last 3 years since Madame X. Like, they couldn't have gotten one of the new photos that he's taken to put on a T-shirt.
Yep. I was scanning the T-shirts looking for something updated, and
no, there's nothing. There's nothing. Just one. Like, because I feel like if they're doing a retrospective of 40 years, why are we missing the last couple of years?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like we have stuff from all the other eras and genres, but like nothing from the last 5 years, you know?
Yeah.
I felt like that's a missed opportunity, but oh well. If anyone from Madonna's merch team is listening, we'd like a new T-shirt.
Yeah, maybe by the US leg at least.
Well, that's what I'm theorizing, that the tour book is coming, but I bet you they had, before the reschedule happened, I bet you they were all printed and they probably had to scrap them because the schedule was different in the tour book. And once the reschedule happened, they had to redo them. So that way it was correct. And it's taking them a while. I think I'm hoping, because if they don't, like, this would be the only tour that she doesn't have a tour book for, which would not sit right with me.
Yeah.
Because I love the tour books. I would always get a T-shirt and a tour book. That was always my thing. And I don't know. What did she talk about? Was there anything? She's been talking sort of about the same type of thing, but usually when she has her speech, what was tonight's speech about?
She spoke about when she almost died. She said,
okay,
I think I would have been here 4 months ago. And she said how important it is for us to look after our health. And she said about how she's so grateful to do a show that includes all of her children and then she said, and you are all my children. So then we all screamed.
Oh, of course.
That was good. Yes, that was all.
Who was the, do you know who the person was that was on the catwalk with her during the Vogue part?
No, I don't know who that was.
Who was the DJ? Who was the DJ that opened for her?
Wondered if it was someone from the crowd, because after, with all the scores and stuff, she hugged her and then that person was led back down, it looked like, into the crowd. But then I think
that's how they had that person come up, and I think that's how it's been on the other shows. I haven't seen, but usually it's been either the person who's been the DJ. So like she had Diplo, she had ARCA the other night. Do you know if it was the person who was DJing?
Looked like her. I did question that. So maybe it is. Maybe it was.
Do you know who was the DJ? Because it was ARCA last night.
Maybe it was her again. I don't know, because
I'll have to check.
And who is she? Because it wasn't doing it for me. I was like, is this what kids are listening to these days?
You didn't like the music she was spinning?
Not at all. I don't think anyone did.
What kind of music was it?
That's what I don't know.
You didn't even know. All right, I'll have to. I'm sure. You know what? Hold on. Let me look and see if there's somebody in the chat who happens to know who it was. That if there's somebody in the chat who knows who it was that was spinning tonight. But it was ARCA again. Thank you. So it was ARCA. Oh, lucky ARCA got to do it twice. Oh, so you were not grooving on ARCA's music.
Exactly. I'm out of the loop.
That's all right. Why? What kind of dance? Do you use disco music or?
Oh no, I mean I like house and I like pop, but
ARCA definitely has a very specific sound.
Yeah, and was she spinning her own tunes?
Well, that I don't know. I wasn't listening, and I wonder. Yeah, her music is kind of. It's not. It's not like hands. It's not hands in the air party music.
No, she was mouthing along to it like it was it was her tracks.
Interesting. So, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I keep thinking that Madonna's going to do a collaboration with ARCA. Maybe this was it. this was all.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of collabs, she had. I don't know if this was always how it was. There was the Takesha on the video while Hung Up started like the remix and then went into the one that we know and love. She had Mercy playing the piano.
Yep.
Doing Bad Girl. She had one of the twins obviously doing Vogue, voguing in front of her, and then one was a DJ, pretend DJ, I think.
I love that this was all new for you.
Yeah, David was there at various intervals, and who else?
I think that's all her kids that are on the show periodically.
Okay, fine. Yeah, but I didn't know. I was surprised.
Oh, that's fun. You bless you for being as spoiler free as possible. I'm like, I feel like I know the show back to front at this point. I'm just gonna walk in and be like, now she's gonna do this. Now she's gonna do that.
Yeah, glad I wasn't. I'm glad I didn't spoil it for myself.
Are you seeing the show again?
I wish, because there's so many bits because it was like the way the music transitioned into different songs and the different moments and everything that was going on the screen. Like sometimes I was like, oh, I really want to see that again. And I would wind it back if I was watching it on a DVD or something. But yeah, I want to be ready for those moments just to absorb them better. But it was just so good. I can't wait for the soundtrack or the live album.
I know.
Because Madam X, I found, was just like listening to the Madam X album. It was just like she was singing over the top of it. Nothing imaginative was done with any of the tracks. But with this tour, it was just so well mixed.
And that's Stuart Price. That's because Stuart Price was in charge of that.
And such good use of the screens, and even her herself, like she was up, she was down, she was coming up the side, she was everywhere.
Yeah, she looks amazing too. Like she looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, up close, amazing. Yeah, I've seen the MDNA tour, and we were at the front for that as well. But it seemed like we were even closer this time because there wasn't such a huge pit between the stage people in the Zone A. So yeah,
nice. Where? So you're not gonna? Do you live in London? Is that where you're at?
In Dubai.
Oh, in Dubai. Oh, and she's not coming to Dubai, is she?
Oh, she came to Abu Dhabi for the MDNA tour. I don't know if they'll have her back.
And probably not for this show either, because there looks like there's some saucy moments with her dancers going on.
Yeah, with especially with when she was imitating what she does on the bed.
Yes.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before. I was like, whoa. Yeah,
well, and I think in the Vogue, in the catwalk, the dancers like ripping their pants off, and like they're in just like G-strings or jock straps or something.
Yes, exactly. Topless, and I think she was snogging one of the dancers. I can't remember if she was snogging a girl or a boy, but yeah.
I mean, no complaints, you know?
No, I'm all for it.
Yeah, bring it, Madonna. That's what we're paying the money for, right? Well, Paul, I appreciate you taking the time. I know it's late, and I'm sure you got to get some sleep because you partied all night. But before you go, it's time for a little segment we like to call the lightning round. These answers are just meant to be quick, off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey. Don't think too hard. Favorite Madonna song?
Bedtime Story. And Live to... Because, oh my God, I love Live to Tell.
Not from tonight. Not from tonight.
Oh.
I meant in general. Favorite all-time Madonna song?
They are. And she really delivered them on the stage tonight.
She did. She has. Favorite Madonna album of all time?
Confessions.
Favorite Madonna music video?
Bedtime Story.
Favorite Madonna tour?
Confessions.
Favorite Madonna movie?
In Bed with Madonna. Truth or Dare.
Yep. Favorite Madonna look? And this can be from a photo shoot, a tour, a movie, a video.
I keep going back to this song. When she sung Bedtime Story at the Brit Awards with her hair flying up, it's just amazing.
That gown is heavenly on her.
The hair, the dances, everything about that performance I just love. And that's always stuck in my head. When I see images of it, I just wish that more people I wish that she would recreate it, because I think at the time.
Well, but she has sort of reinvented that in the Celebration tour. Like when she comes out to do bedtime stories, she's sort of making a nod with that wig and the outfit too. I mean, the outfit's sort of like, it's silver, like the dress that she was wearing at the Brit Awards. And
true. Yeah.
That's sort of like her little tip of the hat to
Dean, and maybe I would have I don't know, I would have caught on, but you're right.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about the show is there's like little Easter eggs all over the place of things that she's doing, little nods, little winks.
Well, and I could tell there were some bits that some people didn't get that I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, I bet there are loads of bits that I haven't noticed as well. But when I did pick up on them, I was like, well, that's really well done. Really, like, the attention to detail for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because I've sort of been speaking to so many people about the show, that they've sort of filled me in on some of those Easter eggs. Like I mean, I have not watched the entire show yet live in person. So, but I look forward to when I actually can, so I can be like, oh, there's that part, or, oh, look, there's this part.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited. Well, remember, everybody, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be periodically going live with listeners on YouTube, like Paul, so we can hear all about their thoughts about the Celebration tour on future dates. So don't miss a video. Hit subscribe. Paul, I'll let you go. Get your beauty sleep and enjoy the rest of your time in Barcelona. Are you flying back to Dubai right away?
I'm flying back in one more day from now.
Oh, so you've got a little bit of holiday.
Yeah. Can I mention my Instagram?
Oh, of course. Yes. Oh, yes. Paul is a very fit personal trainer that if you're in Dubai, make sure. Do you do remote training as well?
Training, yeah. As well as one-on-one.
Do it up.
Groups and one-on-one. So it's Paul_Top Fitness on Instagram and Paul_Top Fitness on TikTok.
And what do you post on TikTok? It's just shirtless videos of you flexing, isn't it?
Flexing, bouncing.
You do have a good pec bounce, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's all there.
That's for another video.
Oh, oops. Yeah. My bad.
All right, everybody. Until next time, you can make sure you go check Paul's pec bounce out on his Instagram after this.